Hey everybody, welcome back. So today we're going to work on regular expressions. So I'm just going to open regular expressions, and that's going to pop up here in Atom. If you could also just look for it in your folder structure. And yeah, so regular expressions, we're going to use them to, we're just going to see how Ruby uses them. So here, the first one, test a pattern is a regular expression. So, well, basically, I mean, I think that that's kind of confusing, but basically the class that we're looking into is regex. So anything could be in here, I'm pretty sure, even if it were empty. So it doesn't need to be pattern, anything, you know. It's always going to be a regular expression as long as it's within these backslash marks. And so what we want to do is it's going to be regex. That's the class name of the regular expressions that we're going to be using. And so we can test if a regular expression can search a string for matching content. So here we're using the match regular expression, and inside of a regular expression we have match, and we're going to use that to search this string. So I think that this is going to return true. Okay, so it just returns match, but what if there was not something that matched there? Then nothing gets returned. So it returns the string if true, otherwise it returns nothing. So here we're going to just say it returns match because it found a single match. Test a failed match or something, so missing. Missing is not in this string, and so what will it return? It will return nil, like we did there. So we can put nil in there. Test question, mark means optional. Okay, so look at this, A, B, C, D. This one has a match. A, Z, there is no match here. So this one, test question mark, means optional. It looks like A, B here, it returned A, B, just like we would expect. And then if A, Z, it only returns the A because the A matched. So the Z is optional. So yeah, that's that way that one works. So here we're going to have our results going to be an A. And here, our result is going to be AB. Test plus means one or more. So if we check this, really this is just regular expressions. So it says B and then as many C's as possible. So this one, it's got B and then 3 C's. So it's matched those ones to match. So cool. Here, what's going to result here is B, C, C, C. So we can save that. Test asterisk means 0 or more. So here, A, B, and then there's 2 B's, and then here it's A, Z. Here it's multiple Z's. So what happens if we throw in A, B? My guess is that we're going to get A, B, B as a string. Yep, A, B, B. So that we'll put that one here, B, B. And then here, A, Z, 0 or more. So I think that this one will return just A. And then here, Z, because nothing is there. Yeah, well, here we can just put this guy in as A. And then with this guy, there is no Z in here, so my guess is this is going to return. Okay, so that's the interesting thing. It didn't return nil, it just returned an empty string because it matched 0 or more. So 0 was the way that it went, so like that. When would the star fail to match? When would this thing fail to match? Maybe if there was a string that wasn't there. We're not really sure. We say that the repetition operator above are greedy. Why? Okay, so why is the operation above? Why are they greedy? They're always going to look for the most that they can get. Test the leftmost match wins. So here we have A and then no Z, but because it's the asterisk, it means that it's going to match this guy first, and then I think that this is going to render out to be just A. So that's what happened. Even though there was a better match in the future, the way that it's set up here, it just matched the first one. So we can say that's A. Test character classes give options for a character. So animals, cat, bat, rat, zat, animals.select, and then here we're passing in, we're going through, this is .select, so it's going to iterate through each of these, and it's going to address each animal. See, they did A. I would have put animal in here because A, I think, is confusing. So let's actually do that because we can write this in here, animal. So with each animal, we're testing to see if it matches CBR. So CBR, so cat, and then bat, and then rat, but not zat. And so that is going to probably, this is what I think is going to happen. We're not going to get zat because it didn't work, but we are going to get all the others. So if we go animals like this, and now we've got our a variable name animals saved to an array of 4 separate strings. And what we're saying now is we're going to say select. Well, the select method is going to go through and it's going to say, it's going to set A equal to cat, and then it's going to run it through here. So it's going to say if the cat matches, if there is a match here, so then we're doing our regular expression, and we're using the brackets to solve it, right? Yeah, here, cat, bat, rat. So now what it's going to do is we're going to say, it's kind of like this, like cat, and then it's asking if there is either C, B, or R as the first character, and then followed by AT. And you'll see that that matches. But if it's zat, it's not matching. And so therefore, it will not be selected. And that's why when we run the animals.select, we select all of the ones that fit this regular expression pattern. So zat didn't match, but cat, bat, and rat did. Cool. Let's keep moving. The number is 42. Test/D, so here we've got /D, is a shortcut for a digit class character. Cool, so that's, can we use regular expressions to match any digits? So this one, it's got any digit, so in the brackets, meaning this one, this one, this one, or this one, or this one, or this one, and then you keep going with plus digits. So this is going to get us 42, right? Because it's matching the 42 and it's not matching any other ones. And then this guy is going to match 42 as well. So all they're doing is teaching us is that you can just use this /D and then plus to get the same results. So we can just add 42 into here. We want to test that character classes can include ranges. So 0-9. This is like what's going to happen here. So same thing here as before, that you can use a range instead of using the D. And so for various reasons that could be useful, different. I wonder why you would ever want to use this rather than D. Yeah, I don't see any reason that you would want to do that. I think Ruby does have a lot of stuff that kind of does the same thing, and that's just because it's part of the whole idea of making programming easier. Cool. Test/ is a shortcut for a white space character class. Tab, new space. So test that /S. So here's our /S is a shortcut for white space. Okay, so here we've got a space, and then we have a tab, and then we have a new line. And it's just asking if it's a shortcut for white space. So it's matching the white space. So it's matching the space, and it's matching the tab, and it's matching the new line. Oh, interesting. I wasn't really expecting that. I've never used that before. Cool. So yeah, just keep saving as I go along. Test/W is a shortcut for a word character class. Test/W. So /W. Okay, cool. So again, we're just looking at these things just to try to learn what the value is, right? Variable 1. So first off, it matches A to Z, or capital Z to A to Z, or digitals, or an underscore, and then it has a plus. So this is just like any word character class. So it's the whole thing, but it doesn't have the equals or the 42 there. And so this is just doing the exact same thing, but this one is making it a little bit easier. So yeah, these both do the same thing. Cool. So let's keep moving. Test a character class can be negated. So the number is 42, and this is basically saying we don't want anything that ends with 0 through 9 in it, or any combination of those strings. That's what the plus is for. So yeah, that's going to just take off the number, the 42, and so yeah, that's going to be what that one is. Looks like I missed one. Test period is a shortcut for any non-new line character. So the period is just going to match everything up to the new line. So this one will be ABC is my guess. So it's just going to go ABC, and then there's a new line, so it's going to stop. So it's going to get everything. So the A, there's two ideas here. The A is the concept that you're getting, you're starting with the letter A. So you match A, and then anything after it except for a new line character. So the A, and then anything after it, which is just B and C, and then the new line. And so then it stops matching. So yeah, it's just ABC. Cool. So now we can skip that one because we just did it. Assert shortcut character classes are negated with capitals. So assert equal. The number is 42. Cool. Assert shortcut character classes are negated with capitals. The number is 42. Sweet. Shortcut characters are negated with capitals. How is that different than just using the D? The number is 42. The number is 42. Shortcut classes are negated with capitals. What if we did this with like a capital number? Would that make a difference? No. 42. Hello. The number is, so yeah, I don't really understand that one. 42. Shortcut character classes are negated with capitals. So here, what's going on here? Space, and then a tab and a new line. Well, the plus sign is skipping it out. So S/S, what was that? I'm not really sure. So this one, we can tell just from the REPL, it's going to be space. A programmer would most likely do variable 1, 42. I wonder what that means. Okay, cool. So this one is saying don't match that. Variable 1, space. It only, whatever this is doing, it's only matching the spaces and the equal sign. So it's got to start with any letters or any numbers or dash or an underscore. And it's going to keep going plus till the 42. I don't understand how that works, to be perfectly honest. Same thing with this guy. So, /W does that. So it's just like all the white space. Maybe, it has to start with the white space. And then it's everything until the next white space. I don't know. I don't know the answer to all these things. Okay, cool. So let's keep moving on. Test at a /A anchors to the start of the string. Okay, so /A start, /A end. So this is probably going to render nothing. Yeah, because it doesn't start there. But the start, but here, this will say start. If you were to useful programmer and you were to say in regular expression and it starts with useful and then you end the regular expression and you search for it, you're going to find useful, but you wouldn't find programmer at the beginning, right? Because it's at the end. So that's kind of what that's saying. And so this is going to return nil. Test /Z anchors to the end of the string. So end is at the end, and then start is not at the end. So it's just the opposite of the /A. It's the /Z. And then if you go start, you'll see end renders and start doesn't. So start becomes nil. And this guy becomes end. Okay, so test the caret anchors to the start of lines. So the / and then the D plus. So anything after the digit, start at the end of lines. So this guy is probably going to go, it starts at the end of lines. So it's going to grab that and it's just going to pass back the 2. Yeah, just the 2. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, Man, regular expressions are kind of hard to explain. It starts at the end of the line. So this is the start of the new line, and then it's going to get any digit after that, and it's going to get multiple of them. So if, say, this one had more than just, maybe it was more than 2 here, maybe it was like, oh, I got to get rid of this guy. You'll see that it gets all the digits after the new line. So that's what the caret tool is for. Test $signs anchors to the end of the lines. So /D, the $sign, it's going to grab the end. Anything that has multiple digits that end the string. So this one's going to render out to be 42, I believe. Yeah, not 42 the integer, but 42 the string. And then test /B anchors to a word boundary. To a word boundary. Vines. I think this one's going to say test B anchors to a word boundary. Vines. Yeah, the reason that vines is matched is because of the period matches any characters after it. So perhaps, maybe if you just, maybe this would make it not match. Okay, so that's what it means. It just is checking to see each word. So it's looking for a space, and then it's going to match whatever it is, vine, and then plus whatever it is after that. So yeah, here we're going to have vines. Let's see, test parenthesis group contents. Okay, cool. This is actually something I use quite often, that it's going to check, it's going to group this whatever HA. So HA, and we want to match HA, but then we're also saying plus, so I think it'll keep going. So I think we're going to get ha, ha, ha here. And we're just going to, I guess, filter out the A there. That's my guess. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah. So that's how that works. Hope that makes sense. Test parentheses also capture matched content by number. Whoa, I've never seen this before. So here we have our regular expression, but then we also can add in a 1 or a 2. So what happens if we do this? Great, James. Wow. So I guess what's happening here is we're calling a regular expression that has any word with multiple letters in it, but just W's, which means A through Z, uppercase or lowercase. And then what it can count, so because it's matched this twice, you can say 2 to get the second match. Because this is a match and this is a match. And so if you pass in the 1 as the second argument, it'll give you your first one. If you pass in a 2, it'll give you your second one. That's really actually cool. Test variables can also be used to access capture. Cool. So here we're passing it in. Test variables can also be used to access it. Wow. That's crazy. Check that out. Okay, so if we run that, then money and money 2. Whoa, I didn't know that. Money 3. Why did it not go name though? It went Gray James, but it didn't do name. Gray James. How did it know that it was Gray and James? James Gray. How did it know that not to match name in here? I wonder if we went, if we did another W in here. It didn't even work. Oh wait, not capital W, lowercase w plus. Oh, that didn't even match. So I guess you have to actually match it to get the names. Why this isn't matching? It's crazy. I don't understand. But yeah, if we render this guy out, we get Gray James. And if we do 1, it's going to be Gray. And then if we do 2, it's going to be James. Cool. Test a vertical pipe means or. So here you've got your grays. You could have James, Dana, or Summer. So we're saving the regular expression to a variable name. That's a little bit different than what we've been doing the whole time. So instead of having it like this one would work also if we just did expression. I'm just doing it here, even though it's not going to make much of a difference. Expression is equal to there. And so you can save your expression to a variable and then just pass the variable in to make it a little bit easier. So Grays. And here they've got James, Dana, or Summer, Gray. So James, Gray, that's going to return, I think James Gray. Yeah, let's pass this into the REPL just to make sure. And then James Gray, and we'll say the Grays. I mean, this is a way that you could validate data, right, in a string. Is this person part of that? Yes, it passes back a string, which is truthy, and so you could do it like that. Summer Gray, so James and Summer, but Jim Gray. This one's going to return nil, right? Because there is no Jim here. Is it James? Is it Dana? Is it Summer? On the first one, yes. On the second one, yes. On the third one, nil. And so I think it'll pass back Summer Gray. Oh, look, but you actually have to pass in the you have to pass in the position of Summer, I guess. Gray's 1. Why do you need to do that? Jim Gray. I'm pretty sure that's going to be nil. Cool. Explain the difference between character classes and alternation. So character classes like A to Z, 0 to 9. And then the alternation would be like James and Dana or Summer. Test scan is like find all. 1, 2, 3. We scan for all words. So this is going to pass us back. I think it's going to give us 3. Oh, an array of 1, 2, 3. That's cool. So scan will get all the things that match your array. And if you think about it, that's pretty powerful. Because you can use that to just pull data out of strings. And 3. Cool. And test sub is like find and replace. Cool. So 1, 2, 3. And what we're doing, sub. We're subbing anything that starts with a T followed by whatever characters afterwards. So 2WO, I think. Wow. And we're saying replace the first one that we find with the second one. So I'm thinking that this is going to be 132. 1T3. Oh, it's replacing it with T? 1T. Wow, crazy. I don't really understand how that works. 1T3. Cool, save that. Test G sub is like find and replace all. So, yeah. 1TT. Crazy. Cool. So if you're really early on stage programming, this regular expression stuff could be pretty challenging. I'm pretty familiar with regular expressions, and it's a little bit of a lot to learn it like this. You can take the free Codecamp regular expressions video series, which will teach you a lot of this stuff. This is basically for a more advanced, somebody who understands regular expressions to some degree, and getting them from just to be able to see how you integrate it with Ruby. So if you're really feeling super confused with this one, I would recommend just keep moving on. Let's see how it works. So I ran rake, which is going to run the program, and it says that we missed one. So we're on line 58. So I'm going to scroll back up here, and if I look at 58, so what happened? Test that a /d is a shortcut for a digit character class. Oh, well, you see, I can tell right now, I'm saying 42, but it should be the string of 42. So let's just change all of these to strings, because regular expressions are tools to run strings. So let's run rake again. And it looks like our next problem is on line 81. So down here, assert equal, the number is 42. I think that this should actually just match 42. The number is space. Okay, so what it really needs to do is have a space there. It's matching a caret. So I guess this is matching. Oh, this is a negation class. Okay, so it's saying anything that's not 42. So we're returning everything that matches that is not any alphanumerics. Like if we were to do the number is 42 and we had 111 in here, it would have the same kind of thing. So let's run rake again and see if how we're doing on the path to enlightenment. Looks like regular expression number 1. I'm still getting this wrong. The number is to equal the number is space. Okay, so that was line 81 again. The number is. Oh, I forgot to save this file. So if I save this file and then I run rake, cool. Now we're on 85. This is not my best one. Okay, 42 needs to be converted to a string. Rake. Now we're on 85 still. Expected 42 to equal the number is. Oh, wow. I thought that this was negating the capitals. The number is. Expected 42 to equal the number is. Okay, got it. So the number is. That's what we need to have here. 42, the number is. All right, so I'll save that and come back down here and run rake again. Regular expressions, line 125. Okay, so we're moving down here. 25. Ha, just missed it. Test that parentheses can also capture matched content by number. Cool, so this is going to give us Gray. And then this one here is going to give us James, right? Gray James, cool. So Gray, James. Save that. Run rake again. 141. We're getting there. 141. Summer Gray. Summer Grays. Interesting. I thought that we had that one. Oh, it just matches summer. Summer Gray. James Gray. Why does it only match the first one? Maybe if you just did grays like this. Oh, so it's just getting the first word in there. Interesting. A vertical pipe means or. That's interesting. I don't know why that this is there. It seems like that could be removed and simplified, because really what you're just trying to do is learn that it matches. But anyways, this is a cool program. This is the kind of thing that you learn about from it. So let's rake the test. And it looks like we're on about methods now, which is our next video. So we've just done the regular expression portion of Ruby Koans. So we'll see you in the next video where we look at methods. Thanks for watching.